By far, one of the greatest chapters ever made of the entire series. Hands down. Hands down. We eating good as One Piece fans. First of all, that color spread, god damn, Oda, chill. But don't stop cooking. We love it. I'm just gonna focus on two things in this chapter. The first one, Bonnie and Luffy versus Saturn. Luffy notices that Bonnie is waking up in her Nika form, and that look he gives her, he understands that she has to finish this because she has a big bone to pick against Saturn, considering what he did to her and her entire family. Luffy encourages her and protects her while she's standing up. And my god, Bonnie's speech before she deliberated her final attack, that really got me moving to no end in my inner core. Seriously, it was powerful. You'll pay for what you did to my daddy and what you did to my mommy. You people aren't gods, but gods do exist, and so do heroes. I wish we could have lived together as a family. There were times I wanted to die if I had to be alone, but I won't. I'm going to live because they wanted me to be alive. I almost cried because, oh my god, poor girl, she endured so much at the hands of the five elders, Saturn in particular. And yo, that was someone who rose from the gutter against her oppressor to finally take revenge and just give the justice that these bastards deserve. That was such a powerful moment in that chapter. Bonnie and Luffy together combined, they unleash Liberation Nika Punch towards Saturn, and the guy is obliterated to ribbons and falls into the sea. Good for him. I hope he dies. I know he'll survive, but to be honest, I hope he dies. Or it takes a lot of time to recover. But nonetheless, this was such a powerful panel and an epic victory, especially for Bonnie. Now I'm going back to Vegapunk's speech because there's a lot to unpack from this. He begins by saying, "The memory of the Void Century will be recalled, and that day is coming. The sinking of the continent was a man-made disaster brought about by weapons, and they still exist today." So we already tackled that area. We are already aware of it from the previous chapters. I really love the second part that goes like this. "The machination of history and fate seem to insist upon the obliteration of those last descendants of rare races." So we got Buccaneers, Lunarian, Three-Eye Tribe, even the Long-Arm Tribe, and Merfolks, if you think about it. They're not rare, but yeah, they pretty much enter the category of races that have suffered under the rule of the world government. And if you think about it, all those races, humans included, when it was during the Joy Boy era, 900 years ago, and beyond that, if you can say it as it is, they all lived in harmony. Like they were all from a land where it had a lot of resources, advanced technology, and all that. But they didn't try to conquer the world, whatnot. Like I think that everybody was welcome to share and enjoy that life for the benefit of humanity as a whole, all races combined. And the Alliance, they had a thing against that. They didn't see that well. And you know what happened after that? The Alliance was created. They defeated Joy Boy and his allies. And I feel like those races are gonna come to light in the next saga, the next arc. And who knows? Perhaps the remaining survivors might unite under one banner to that final war. Because let's be honest, there's a final war coming soon. Will they be following Luffy and the Straw Hats? It's possible. Let's not forget, Luffy has this incredible power of allying with anybody under his cause. Like everybody just gravitate around this guy, and he's the Jolly Boy of the new era. So it wouldn't be surprising that if we discover some surviving members of Lunarians, Three-Eye Tribes, and other of those hidden races, joining forces with Luffy, not because they want to serve him, because they just believe in him, because that's the kind of guy that Luffy is. You know, no matter in what kind of hell you are, no matter what dire situation you are in, if you have Luffy at your side, it's gonna be okay. And this has been proven so many times before. If the worst should come to pass, I want you all to take care of yourselves. No matter what should happen, I believe in the intelligence of mankind. I believe in science. And I love that part because it shows that Vegapunk at the end, he's a scientist serving humankind. Like everybody, like it doesn't matter what race you are, whatnot. He serves the world and he wants the world to be in a better place tomorrow. And I love that even from A to Z, he still is a firm believer that whatever ability that you have as a scientist, it should benefit humankind as a whole. Roger died 25 years ago. Whitebeard died 2 years ago. But the fall of these legends was merely the prologue of the new era. And now, these people who refuse to buckle under any and all suppression, they are the ones who are the closest to the truth, ironically enough. Then again, perhaps it was Roger who sent them there. It's no surprise that Roger triggered the Pirate Age. That's known since the first chapter. The reason behind it, I feel like whatever he saw at Laugh Tale, he knew that this is something so priceless. And he said also that they were too early. You know, it's not the right time. So to buy that time, he voluntarily triggered the Pirate Age so that the world government or any outside force with ill intent wouldn't be able to find a One Piece. And I love that about him. And Whitebeard, 2 years ago, when he died, he did the same thing, you know, triggering another Pirate Age. Those two events, you know, really put brakes into the machinations of the world government. Pirates, of all people, are now seen as the protectors and savior of the world in One Piece, if you think about it. This is my favorite part of the chapter. The person who winds it up with it may not be the one Joy Boy desired. There is no stopping the tide. The fate of the world rests in the hands of the one who finds it. The person who lays claim to the One Piece. May I remind you that everybody who said those words in that kind of epicness triggered a huge wave of piracy around the world. Roger did it, Whitebeard did it, and now Vegapunk. But I believe that Vegapunk's way is even more epic because him, someone working with the world government, he betrays them all. Let's be honest. He just said, fuck the Marine. I'm a scientist. I serve humankind. They can't just hide the truth from the people. I'm gonna spill the beans. And Vegapunk not only triggered another Pirate Age, he just triggered a whole worldwide race to the One Piece. Now everybody's gonna be gunning down for it. Pirates, revolutionaries, marine forces, outside forces that we aren't even aware about. Everyone now is gonna gun down for the One Piece. In other words, we're entering the end game. Holy shit, yo! The way that was executed, it was so flawless. This chapter by far is one of the greatest One Piece chapter in the entire series. Thank you, Oda. What a time to be alive and be a One Piece fan. Seriously, look, do what you want to do. Like, if you're not a One Piece fan, that's you. You do you, and that's okay. But you're missing out. You are missing out. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, tell me about this chapter. Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. I don't read minds, so please flood the comment section. Let's all talk about it together. And catch me in a few hours. I'm going to stream as well. I'm probably going to do a retro stream playing Mega Man Battle Network 1 back on the Game Boy Advance. And yeah, guys, I'll catch you guys in 2 weeks. We're going on break next week. And yo, what can I say? This chapter was so epic. Look, mwah, that was peak.